just putting the club into positions. I get that all the time, especially I get a lot of people sending me videos going, stopping right here going, how do I look? Just remember that's just a position, that's just a frame. So the whole swing is just going back and forth. We're swinging it. And if you stop it, yeah, you'll see some pros are right here, but they're not really just putting it up here. Yes, I know someone's gonna say, I have a friend or them themselves, I can get it up here and stop like Cam Smith and start down. But for the masses of people, that usually does not happen. It gets into all kinds of bad stuff when we take the club. We really try to put it here, put it back down, hit the ball. You start piecing it together, like where are you gonna get the speed from? Kind of like if I take this and throw it, and I just throw it and you start to slow it down, you probably see it hits first club like right here parallel. It works to the top. It works to the top here. See, I start to swing it, gets kind of on my shoulder plane roughly. I start to work back down like a throwing motion. Works to the last club parallel and then through. And then, but if I put it into, I start to swing it, it starts to make that pattern right there. If I have some nice tempo, I like to see a little bit more speed, because when you add some more speed in the takeaway, like I don't mean speed as in like just rip this club head away, but like we have this one, we start kind of in front of you, add a little bit more speed, because it helps you generate so you can go back forward again. So when I have that speed, so I can get that rhythm, versus when you start to go slow and put it in spots, you got to be really strong to rip it. Like you see Cam Smith, when he goes there, it's like, or sorry, Cam Young, he's got to rip that thing down, or old Matsuyama when he used to have that pause, they got to like really rip it down. But you see like a McElroy, like those like very aggressive, very violent takeaways, because then it's just like, because you have that pendulum where it's taking it away, your body wants to reposition because the club's pulling you this way so that you can get back, pull the club and start to go. Just some food for thought on those ones. But just think much more like when you're trying to get in these positions, if I start that club out in front of me and I give it some speed, see, it kind of just goes there. It's not trying to place it there. You're more swinging it there. And then when you start back down, you kind of just think right arm for a righty folds up, it unfolds, because see, it's kind of straight there, it folds, it comes down. So if I add a little bit of speed, some rhythm, and I start to swing it like that, see, it starts to make that pattern that most people are looking for. So I'm just saying, like when we have that one when it's like, oh, how do I look at the top? Just remember that's a fraction right there. That's just a still frame. That's not showing the whole picture of what's going on. Just like at impact, when we have a lot of people think I gotta hold it here. It's just a still frame. When they hit, if you let it go, you'll see their wrist go. You see the club head passing the grip, the club head passing the butt end of the grip. So just saying that, just add a little bit more speed. Think like throwing. When you go to throw, you have that rhythm, you have a little bit of speed back and through. You don't go really slow and then try to fire it. And you start to get that in the club and get like you have a camera or a mirror here. Start with the club out in front of you, start with the legs, start to add a little bit of speed and see if you can swing it into those positions and back down instead of trying to place it in there. And the other thing you're gonna notice when you start to place it, you probably notice you get tight and it's sometimes hard to get it there and you're pushing it off. And remember, a tight muscle is a slow muscle, so you start piecing stuff together too much, we get tight, we can't swing fast, and we really want this to go fast.